Wait.
Yeah. So good evening and a very welcome to everyone present here for the day three of Sattva, our culture fest.
Wait, Sumit, wait. Amit, are we live? Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Can we start again?
So good evening everyone and a very well welcome. We are here on the day three of our culture fest Sattva 2021 organized by MPSTME Mumbai. Welcome you all. I am Sumit Pimpalkote.
And I am Vedika Khandelwal, and we will be the host. We will be your host for the day. So, after 9 months of attending classes from our laptops and being divided all over the country, students had but little hope of Sattva being as grand, as huge as it did every year when offline. But once preparations started, oh boy, we realized that the grandiose and reach had just increased with everything going online. And I'm proud to announce that we've had more than hundreds of participants coming in and even international participation for Sattva 2021. Today, on the last day of Sattva, we come to our flagship event, the final round of Mr. and Miss Sattva 2021.
We started with 50 participants sending in their extraordinary talents from all over the country. And after a very tough competition and a round of social media outreach testing, we now have our top 10 contestants with us. Judges for the evening are Himanshu Malhotra and Soumya Tandon.
Mr. Himanshu is a familiar face on Indian television, and he is an actor who's been there for a very long time with us. A participant of Fear Factor, Khatro Ke Khiladi, and the winner of Nach Baliye, Mr. Malhotra has appeared in various shows, like shows and movies like Hum Tum, Bindas Champ, Seven, and many more. He shares his experiences as well as inspires people and helps them gain courage and strength for the battles of their lives through his platform, Share and Grow.
We also have Miss Soumya Tandon. She's an Indian television and film actress. She's well known for playing the lead role of Anita Vibhuti Narayan Mishra in the comedy series Bhabhi Ji Ghar Par Hai.
We
Miss
now
Tandon took
start with our we now start with Mr. Satwa's final round, where the five contestants Ashish Make, Rakshit Jain, Vishwesh Mehta, and Gadir Abbas Rizvi and Vikas Sudar will now be in a Q&A session with our judge, Mr. Himanshu Malhotra. So I now ask Vishesh to turn on his camera so that we can start with the question and answer session.
Hello.
Hi, Vishesh.
Hi.
Hi, a very good evening.
Very good evening to you too.
All the best for your question.
Thank you so much.
So, your question is if you could change one of your physical characteristics, which one would it be and why?
The physical characteristic that I would like to change about myself would be my hair because it's like one of those fine kinds. And I want something to be more cool, like how yours is. I really like your hair.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. But you've got fantastic hair as well.
That's a great compliment coming from you. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Vishesh.
So after this question, we now have Ashish Mote up. So Ashish, if you could turn on your video and unmute yourself. Vishesh, you can turn off your camera.
Hello.
Hi, that's Ashish. Hi, Ashish.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. Okay, your question is what is that something that you have done that you will never do again?
That I have done that I'll never do again. Um, if you want a silly answer, the 90-degree ride on Aqua Magica.
Sorry, Magica.
I'm not going there again.
ऐसा क्यों?
It's a very scary ride. They just slip off the land beneath your feet, and you fall vertically downward.
Oh, that's one of the
Through a
ride I'm
pipe.
talking. I know the ride
Yeah.
in Imagica ride, which just falls bang on straight, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's something that
Takes
you
you
would
around the roof and all.
never do again in your life.
I wouldn't want to.
Acha, you wouldn't want to, but did somebody force you to go there?
Yes.
Your
You
friends
could say
pushed
that.
you?
Yep.
So अब दोबारा नहीं करना चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए.
Wait.
अच्छा ठीक है, wonderful. Thank you, Ashish.
So now
Honestly, I'm
next we
super,
have
honestly, I'm super scared of roller coasters too.
Roller
Now
coasters, yes.
we have Rakshit Sen. Rakshit, if you could turn on your camera.
Hey, hi.
Hi Rakshit, how are you?
I'm doing great. You look amazing.
You look dapper here.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Okay, so your question is slightly deep. It
Okay.
says, what is one lesson you learned as a child that still affects your life today?
Okay, so I think the one lesson which I learned is that choose your friends carefully. So there's things that happen in your life where you like, okay, I think I shouldn't have done this, but because you're in a company which is not that great, you end up doing that. So as a child, I think I learned that, and it has helped me shape my life in a better way. That's what I feel. And I make better choices as who I want as my friends, who I want as my close group. It's a saying that the top 5 people in your life makes up your personality. So why don't you judge them and think then carefully about it? That's what I feel.
So संगत का बड़े अच्छे से ध्यान रखना जरूरी है.
True,
Keep
man.
yourself
True.
in good company.
Keep yourself in good company, and you will be the best person, I guess.
Wonderful. Thank you, Rakshit.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that was a very wonderful answer. Next we have Kadir Abbas Rizvi with us. Kadir. Yeah.
Hello, yeah, I'm audible.
Yes. Sorry, what's your name? Abbas.
It's Abbas Rizvi.
Hi, Abbas. How are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
Wonderful. Very nice. Okay. Simple है वैसे ज़्यादा मुश्किल नहीं है सवाल.
जी.
What do you want to get out of this competition?
What do I get? You're not audible.
What do you want to get out of this competition? क्या चाहिए इस competition से आपको?
मुझे मिस्टर सत्वा का टाइटल चाहिए फिर से. लास्ट
फिर
ईयर
से
में
मतलब एक सेकंड रुको.
लास्ट ईयर
अच्छा, लास्ट ईयर आल्सो यू वर मिस्टर सत्वा, तो बाकियों को मौका दो ना फिर.
नहीं तो वापस से चाहिए क्योंकि कॉन्फिडेंस विनिंग और लूजिंग दोनों अपनी जगह पे सही है. हारना भी ठीक है, जीतना भी ठीक है, बट जीतने से जो अलग लेवल का कॉन्फिडेंस आता है ना, वो कहीं नहीं है. और हारने से सीखना मिलता है. तो मुझे लाइफ में सिर्फ कॉन्फिडेंस की जरूरत है. सीख बहुत कुछ चुका हूँ.
अच्छा, सीख बहुत चुके हो. अच्छा, तो जीतना इसलिए जरूरी हो जाता है क्योंकि इससे सेल्फ ऑफ अचीवमेंट मिलती है और कहीं ना कहीं कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ता है. लेकिन अगर नहीं जीते इस बारी तो
कुछ सीखने मिल जाएगा. थोड़ा और सीखने में ऐड कर लेंगे.
चलो ठीक है. अभी तो बहुत, वैसे में उम्र बड़ी छोटी है, अभी तो बहुत कुछ सीखना बाकी है. तो सीखते रहो और जीतते रहो. आई थिंक ये बात मुझे फैजल खान ने कही थी. यू नो फैजल खान, द DID boy. I was taking his, we were in the talk show and he told me,
कुछ जीत के नहीं तो कुछ सीख के जरूर चले जाएंगे.
So either you learn in life or you win in life. You never lose in life. So wonderful. That's a good attitude, Abbas. Sorry?
Losing is very negative. Learning is very positive.
Wonderful. Learning is a progressive and positive state of mind. So keep learning.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Very nice. Thank you, Abbas.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
So next we have Vikas. Vikas, are you there?
Oh, hi. Am I audible and visible as well?
Yes, you're audible and yes, you're visible.
Yeah. Hello, sir. And first of all, I'm very sorry because I'm in a very weird place right now because I was trying to find network and here I am in a unknown restaurant. I don't even know the name of.
कोई नहीं चिल करो. सब सुनाई भी दे रहा है, आवाज भी आ रही है और दिखाई भी दे रहे हो. Don't worry about that.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. So सवाल है आपका. Again, slightly deeper. If you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that be?
Do not break down because of failures. Because my younger self would definitely look on कि अगर तुम जीतोगे तो ही तुम्हारे पास सब कुछ है, and if you lose at that point you do not have anything. And I used to shed my tears just because I lost in some other event. But right now what I would give an advice to my younger self is that right now, even if you lose, you have so many things to take away: the experience, the learning benefits, and that fire to next time perform better than you did on that day. So basically what I mean to say is, uh, for my younger self, this one thing which would help me and my younger self is that keep performing and keep doing whatever you are. Even if you fail, even if you win, there is something which you learn out of it, and that's the main goal of life, that you learn each day and have yourself a better version and present to different people each day. So getting the best out of yourself only happens when you do not stop learning. So that advice I would give to my younger self, that do not stop learning. And even if
That's
you lose, take it as a positive way.
that is wonderful, Vikas. That's a very, very beautiful answer. आपको पता है श्रीमद्
Thank you
भागवत
so
गीता
much.
में क्या लिखा हुआ है? श्रीमद् भागवत गीता में
Sir,
लिखा है ज्ञान योग के बारे में, और ज्ञान योग सिर्फ यही
Gyan
कहता
Yoga.
है, वो यही कहता है कि चाहे जिंदगी में सक्सेस आए, चाहे जिंदगी में फेलियर आए, आप दोनों से सीखो, क्योंकि आपको जिंदगी में अगर आगे बढ़ना है तो दोनों से सीखना जरूरी है. सो सीखते जाओ, अपने ज्ञान को बढ़ाते जाओ और आगे बढ़ते जाओ. एंड एग्जैक्टली व्हाट यू सेड, वेरी वेरी ब्यूटीफुली पुट इन वर्ड्स. सो दैट्स अ वंडरफुल आंसर. थैंक यू.
Thank you so much, sir.
थैंक यू.
Okay, so I think our participants are actually very compassionate and open to learning. I think that's a really good thing that we have going on for us.
That's a wonderful thing to hear, especially with the younger generation today.
Yes.
क्योंकि मुझे लगता है, I'm sure so many, बहुत सारे बच्चे सुन भी रहे हैं, बहुत ज्यादा हम because the kind of generation that you guys belong to, बहुत ज्यादा focus winning पे रहता है. But we also need to understand that losing is also part of the life, and we need to learn from what we keep doing. That's extremely important, because अगर हम सिर्फ winning पे ही focus करते हैं all the time, so we can't accept defeat. So जिंदगी में हार भी होगी और जीत भी होगी. That's a part and parcel of life. I'm sure everyone, I have experienced it so much, and only through our failures we learn in life. हम जीत से कभी कुछ नहीं सीखते हैं, हम सीखते सिर्फ हार से ही हैं. जीत में तो हम मजे करते हैं, we only celebrate.
Yeah.
So keep
I
learning.
agree,
That's very
completely
important.
agree. So I think we're done with Mr. Sattva questions, sir. Mr.
Okay.
Sattva Q&A. And we will start with Ms. Sattva Q&A shortly.
I think
Yeah,
कहीं से
so
noise आ रहा है बहुत ज्यादा
we'll
पीछे
take a
से.
short break, okay? And we'll resume with Ms. Satwa.
Sure.
Vedika, we are good to go.
So, guys, we're back with Mr. Miss Sattva 2021. And now that we're done with Mr. Sattva's Q&A, we're going to start with Miss Sattva 2021. But before that, we have our judge, Miss Soumya Tandon, joining us.
Mrs. Soumya Tandon is an Indian television actress and film actress. She is also well known for playing the lead role of Anita Vibhuti Narayan Mishra in the comedy series Babiji Ghar Par Hai. Miss Tandon took up modeling assignments early in her career and was the Femina cover first runner-up in 2006. She has hosted popular shows like Dance India Dance, Born with Quiz Contest, and LG Malaika Ek Kachan for 3 seasons and have been part of shows and movies such as Jab We Met, Aise Desh Mera, Comedy Circus Ka Tanse, and Comedy Nights with Kapil.
So we're now going to start with our first participant, and both our judges are going to ask our participants a question. So first up, we have Michelle Dias.
Hi. Hi, Michelle. Hi.
Yes, you can ask the question.
I have to ask the question first?
Yes, ma'am. You can go first.
Okay. Michelle, what is different in you than the other girls?
I honestly wouldn't compare any girl to anyone because honestly, each one of us has something unique about us that makes us stand out. Now, saying that why each person stand out, that's upon each person. But I still wouldn't have an answer to that because you
don't have to
compare.
compare. You just have to tell me what makes you different.
Sorry, my network went, I think.
I'm trying to say that how are you different from the others? No comparison.
Well, I think it would be my creativity. I love to play around with things like my hair, and I love singing and acting, anything that just gives me that platform to just use my creativity to my full potential, like even writing songs or doing artwork. So I think that's what makes me stand out.
Okay, great. All the best, Michelle.
Thank you.
So I have to ask Michelle a question, right? Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
Hi, very good evening and all the best to you for the question.
Thank you.
Okay. So as we all know, we live in the days of social media, which has become prima facie extremely important these days. So you have to tell me, how is social media acting for us? Is it acting like a blessing for us? I mean, is it bringing people together or is it acting as a curse, which is separating people?
Well, I think it is bringing people closer, considering how big the world is. We are now so involved in what is going on around the world. We are bringing out issues that are really important, and which is the best part. It's like so many things that we didn't know, we weren't aware of, now we are aware of. And we are actually standing up for our rights. And so suppose the rape cases, we are now more aware of it and we are fighting for those rights for those women. So it's like bringing light to topics that we didn't know. And in a way, we are bringing justice to so many people, even for the farmer rights. It's helping everyone in a way. Yes, it's a curse when it comes to us being distracted from our real life and not focusing on the people who are right in front of us. But we are so busy on what is on our screen. So it's both. I know I'm taking a more of a middle stand on this, but yeah, I think it's kind of a blessing, but slightly.
All right, I get it. I think it's a very tricky question to answer also.
Yeah.
Because of course it is a blessing because it brings a lot of people together. And yes, it also acts as a curse if we do not put it under control. I think the control needs to be within us because the phone needs to be in our hand, right? So we
Yes.
need to know when to utilize it and when to just put it away. And as you said, when we have people right in front of us, but we choose not to look at them or not to have a meal with them, but concentrating on the phone call and getting into the virtual world of social media, especially in ignoring the real world at that point of time. So yeah, if you maintain the balance, then probably
Exactly. Yeah.
it's a tricky question. I understand that. But wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Nichelle, I think the next person up is Sadhika Verma. So Sadhika, if you could turn on your video and unmute yourself.
Hello, everyone.
Hi,
Hi,
Sadhika.
Sadhika.
Sadhika, do you think that physical appearance for a woman is very important? Has it ever crossed, even as a child or even as a girl, that you were very conscious of how you looked? And did you feel very obsessed about it? And do you think that the world obsesses about it? What are your thoughts about that?
See, I think that yes, in the picture perfect world that we live in today, everybody wants to look perfect. And Instagram, we see influencers, everybody is looking tip top condition all the time. But I think, see, it never personally troubled me. And to a point, I have seen people, like I've seen that people have been affected by it a lot. Like they have changed how they looked. They used to be very conscious about their hair and how they look, and if they have a scar on their face, then they would be very, very conscious about it. But in my life, honestly, I haven't let it become something that stops me from being myself, because I think you can be whoever you want to be. Like I always believe, and whoever I talk to, I always tell them that it's the heart that matters and not the face, because external beauty will always fade away with time, but what you have inside you is what will matter. And I think through this platform, I would like to say that everybody on Instagram, even influencers these days, they are trying to promote that be who you are. So um, Demi Lovato, she on her Instagram profile, she actually shared the scars that she has, what she has faced in her life, and she said that I am not perfect and I'm not wanting you to be perfect. Just be who you are, because that is the best version of you.
Great, Siddhika. That's very well said. Like they always say, beautiful. I mean, actually, they say handsome is as handsome does. But I will say you are beautiful because you work beautifully. You are, I mean, beautiful is what beautiful does. So, I mean, do well and you shine beautifully. Well done, Siddhika. Well said.
Thank you.
Wonderful, Sadhika. That's a beautiful answer. Sadhika or Sadhika?
Sadhika.
Sadhika, yes. Wonderful, Sadhika. That's a wonderful answer. Really appreciate that. My question is extremely simple. Like the simplest it could be. Describe yourself in 3 words.
3 words.
That's it. Only 3 words.
Could I take like 10 seconds?
Yeah, take 10 seconds.
I would say unique
Mm.
and lovable and let's say chatterbox.
Chatterbox.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. You're unique, you're lovable, and you're a chatterbox. You love to talk to so many people. Is that so?
Yeah. Actually, I was really shy when I was little. But as I grew up, I realized that I need to be exposing myself in all kinds of situations, because what will you do inside that tiny box? You need to step out of it.
Because we live in a universe where people coexist. So it's very important to step out and meet people and interact with them and grow yourself.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. All the best.
Thank you.
So next we have Isha Katwe with us.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes.
So other participants could switch off the videos for a moment.
Sorry, I didn't get her name.
Ma'am, I'm Isha.
Isha. All right. Isha, what
Yes.
kind of man would you like to choose in your life as your life partner?
Thank you for the question. Well, I think this is a tricky question. As I'm growing, the type of man I want, the definition of a man is changing. But I think a intelligent man or a gentleman who cares for me, I like a man like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, even if I am old and I'm just sitting in a house, still he loves me and he doesn't judge me from how I look, but what's inside of me. Yeah.
Well said, Isha. I wish your desires and dreams come true.
Yeah.
But trust me, it's going to be tough to find such a man.
Yeah,
But you are
very
too
tough.
young actually to judge that also. You still have to actually experience way more to understand what kind of a man will you like to be with in life. But all the best.
Thank you.
Hi, Isha. Hi. So I like
Hi,
your answer.
sir.
Hi. Hi. Can you hear me properly?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I think your video is paused because of network. Is it okay now? Can you hear me properly?
Am I audible now?
Yeah, you are. You
Yes,
are.
sir. Yes, sir.
So हम जब जेंटलमैन की बात करते हैं तो मैं आपसे जानना चाहता हूँ इस जेंटलमैन की परिभाषा क्या होती है? क्या मतलब है इस जेंटलमैन का? हम कहते तो हैं हमें जेंटलमैन चाहिए जिंदगी के अंदर, हमें प्यार करे वो जेंटलमैन हो या ना हो वो तो अलग चीज होगी ना, बिकॉज हम अपने लिए कुछ चाहते हैं, वो तो फिर वो इंसान जेंटलमैन हो वो ना हो वो अलग बात हो जाती है. Somebody who cares for us, that's a different ball game. But what is the definition of a gentleman according to you?
Like if a man loves me, he will act kindly with me, politely with me. But a gentleman will act kindly and politely with a beggar or a waiter or anyone out there. He'll respect every person out there, not only me or not only the person he cares about. He'll be polite and kind with every person. Yeah, that's
Thank you.
what
That's quite
sweet.
nice. That's really nice. I mean, meaning of gentleman actually वही होता है, just being kind, loving, and affectionate to everyone in the whole universe.
Yes.
It's a very funny story I'd like to share with everybody. When
Sure.
I went for my contest and I was asked this question, and I said I want my man to be witty and with a lot of integrity, and I want him to be generous and compassionate and blah 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 blah. Then the other person on the round, he told me, then you need to marry 5 men, not one. To have all these qualities in one man is not possible.
हाँ, मैं समझ सकता हूँ. आजकल ऐसे लोग बनने बंद हो गए हैं.
But on a positive note, I hope you find what you're looking for.
Thank you, ma'am.
Wonderful. Thank you, Isha.
Thank you for that anecdote, Soumya ma'am. And next we have with us is Kairavi Rani.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. What's your name?
Hi.
Sorry.
Kairavi Rani.
Kairavi. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Kairavi.
Hello. Hi.
That's a very different name. What does it mean?
It means moonlight.
Wow.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
The synonym of my name is Moon.
Ooh, nice one.
Achha. Oh.
Yeah, we've got the moon, we've got the moonlight, the entire thing.
We just need a sun.
Yeah. I think Soumya ma'am is the sun.
Oh, how
Soumya
sweet.
ma'am?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh, wonderful.
for sure.
What is the meaning of your name, Soumya?
Gentle.
Gentle.
Aw,
How nice.
that's
Acha,
sweet.
kya baat hai? Soumya.
That's such a tummy of you.
How nice. Beautiful.
Yeah. Kairavi, tell me something about yourself that you don't like and you want to change or improve on.
That's a heavy one.
Yeah, I know. Very negative, na?
There are,
I know you
yeah.
are lovely, but there's always something that you want to work on yourself. I mean, don't take it negatively.
No,
But-
never.
Hmm.
I think Let me think. Sometimes sorry for the interruption of the family. I think the one thing that I would like to change about myself is being sure about things. I am never 100% sure about things, and I hate it about myself when I jump into things because I'm so excited about it. I'm just like, I want to do this, I want to do this, and I'm like, right, I'm just like so close to opening the door of these amazing opportunities, and something that could literally change my entire world upside down. And but there's always this feeling which goes inside of me, which is like, do I really want to do this? Am I correct? Or do I should like really jump into this? Or I should like look for advice. What should I do? So I think being sure about things.
You are just fine. Trust me, at this age, nobody is
Yeah.
really sure. Ours is the only country where we have to choose our profession at a age of 13 and 14. Otherwise,
I know.
kids abroad really, really take a lot of time to understand what they want to do in their lives. I think you're fine, and I liked your honest answer. Well
Oh,
done. I
thank
hope you
you.
get your clarity in life soon.
Yes, for sure.
I, by the
Hi,
way,
Carol.
sometimes still feel unsure about a lot of things, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Kervi.
Hello,
So
hi.
from the moon to the moonlight now. So
Yeah.
I'll just tell you something which you said. I'm sure जो भी लोग सुन रहे हैं शायद उनको भी इस बात का थोड़ा सा फायदा होगा from my life experiences. Unsure about a lot of things. We all are unsure about everything in our life. मैंने एक बात पढ़ी थी, मैं वो बात आपको बता देता हूँ, शायद उससे आपका फायदा हो जाए जिंदगी में.
जरूर.
It says Nike sign देखा है ना?
Yeah.
क्या लिखा होता है Nike sign के पास? नीचे कुछ लिखा होता है ना?
Just do it.
Yes.
That one. That
Just
is my
do
mantra.
it. Exactly. So what happens is, but आपको पता है just की कितनी importance है इस line के अंदर? Just का मतलब यहाँ पर है कि despite of all the fears, all the excuses, all the worries that your mind is going to create, just do it.
Just do it.
Because
Yeah.
करने से दो चीजें होती हैं. करने से या तो आप जीतते हो या आप सीखते हो.
Yeah.
तो अगर आप जीत गए तो वैसे ही आगे बढ़ गए.
Mhm.
और अगर आप हार गए, जिसे हम हारना नहीं कहते, at least you learn something from there.
Yes,
So experience
for
life instead of waiting in the wings.
Yeah.
Because the more you experience, because life is also about what you become in the end, in the process of learning and moving forward. So
Yeah.
keep doing. So socho kam aur karo zyada.
Yes.
Maybe that will help.
Yeah, that will. I'm gonna take her advice for the rest of my life.
Thank you. So my question to you is बड़ा generic question है. I'm sure बहुत सारे contest में पूछा जाता है. और
Oh, this is the
खासकर-
first time I'm doing this.
Okay, wonderful. But I'm sure your question बड़ा that's okay. No problem. Your question बड़ा simple है that what is the essence of being a woman for you?
Oof.
Oof.
The essence of being a woman. I could write a poem about this. There are good parts to everything, and there's always, the downhill side. But I think the essence of being a woman, being a girl, having the pronouns she and her is when you laugh, the entire world just listens to you laughing. When you want something, when you like request for something, you always get it. When you are trying to do something that you want and you end up being successful, there are like a lot of little girls who look forward and go like, hey, that might be something that I want.
That's okay.
That might be something that I want to do. When you look at another woman who's, such a successful figure, who's killing at it, who's doing her dream job, you want to be that. You are the little girl that you must, or not really must, but you are inspiring. Another thing I really love about being a girl, is when women support women. That is literally the strongest thing to exist in this world, because when women stand for women, nothing could put us down. And I love it. I love it when we do it for each other. And that is why...
Sorry.
I'm so sorry about this. That is
What is that?
It's construction work around me. I can't help it. Oh, what did you think it was?
No,
I thought it was a sound coming from your mobile.
No. No, it's construction work. I think, yeah, pretty much sums it up.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Welcome.
I think we summed up the essence of being a woman pretty well.
I know, right?
For everybody. So next up, we have Bansri. If you could turn on your video and unmute yourself, Bansri.
Hi.
Hi.
Bansari. Hi, Bansari.
Hi. Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
So I've heard the name Basuri, but Bansari is a different version of Basuri, right?
Yeah. It means the same though. It's the flute.
It means the same. It means the same. So Bansari, you know, a lot of times actually this question also comes to my mind because a lot of times, you know, the world says or people says that women don't really help each other. In fact, there are a lot of films and novels which are written about brotherhood, like, you know, they say bromance to male friends, but there are very little stories and novels and movies about sisterhood, like two women female friends. What do you want to say about that, about the sisterhood in the world?
I think a lot of stories and novels and all these epics that we've heard for so long, that pitting women against other women and how they fight over a guy, or mostly a guy, but also other things. So I think it's always from a point of view of a man. It's not from the point of view of women. And it really so there's a Bechdel test. I read about this, how movies have to pass the Bechdel test, which means that they have to have at least 10 minutes of the movie where two women are talking about each other or their lives and not something related to a man. And barely 2 to 3 of the super hit movies in Bollywood that we've had in the last 2 years or 3 years, they barely passed that test. So I really think that all of these women pitting women against each other novels and ideas have been written by a very male perspective. Because me myself, I've had wonderful female friendships that I could never be more thankful about. I've had boyfriends in the past, but none of them could compare to the love and the respect that my female friends have given me. So I really don't believe in this, and I've always been one to support females and women around me, be it girls, be it transgenders. We're all together. So I really don't think this women hating women because of her ego or something is a thing for me. I don't believe.
Wow, I love your answer, Bansuri. It's so said it so beautifully. I mean, really, I'm very impressed. At such a young age, you could say that most of the literature and most of the movies that we hear and see are actually coming out largely from the male point of view. There is a beautiful sisterhood that exists, but there are no stories and nobody's talking about it. I hope in the future you become a writer or a novelist or a filmmaker, and you do something about it. Great answer. I love your answer. Well done.
Hi, Bansuri. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful. Very well answered, actually.
Thank you.
We also didn't know about this research, but I'm sure it's absolutely true. So my question is if you could change one of your physical characteristics, which one would it be and why?
So I'm a dancer. So I love my body. I'm very comfortable in my body, and I respect my body a lot. I put work into my body. So one physical attribute that I would like to change about myself would be my height, because I'm 5'2", so it falls a bit short. Other than that, I am very happy with my body, and I really hope that people find that comfortable, find people learn how to be comfortable in their body, whatever they're doing. Because I'm a dancer and I know that how much this body has given me. So I'm very thankful to my body for that. If I have to answer your question, it would be my height. I would change. I would increase my height.
And if you don't have to answer my question, then
Then I'm happy with it. I'm really good.
wonderful, wonderful. Complete acceptance.
Yes.
Very nice. Thank you, Bansuri.
Thank you. Thank you for your question.
All the
Thank you.
best.
I think we all need a lesson on self-love after this session. Because we all know how important it is, but we forget to practice it very often. I do for sure. So I think now that we're done with all 5 of our contestants, I would like the judges to share their experience of Mr. and Ms. Sattva, round 3. So, Mr. Himanshu, if you would like to start.
It was a wonderful experience. All I can say, I mean, I don't do it very often because sometimes getting into judging people, it's not something that I'm very comfortable at. I personally don't like it. Um, but having said that, it's a nice experience to, I think the best part is to meet people coming from varied regions, really, varied regions, religion, genres, and everything. And especially the millennial generation, it's really nice to connect. And the kind of thoughts that you guys bring is fantastic. And I hope we can impart some kind of, contribution towards you so that you can grow further in life. But all in all, a fantastic experience. So thank you.
Thank you so much. I think you
Thank
being
you.
here itself is quite, it's a huge deal for everyone present here, I think.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope we could have imparted something really nice that you can carry
Definitely.
forward in your life.
Definitely, for sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mrs. Tandon, if you'd like to share your experience.
Yeah, it's great to actually think, to see what the younger minds think and, want to express. It's really nice to know and connect. So it was really nice to speak to these 5 lovely girls. What I was actually looking for today was honest answers, because what I have always seen that, Indians in general are very preachy. They always say those very correct moral science lines and those very correct preachy lines and gyan, bahut sara gyan. So I was in my judgment, basically, I wouldn't call it judgment, but because I've been given this task, looking for honest and genuine answers. They need not be politically correct, but what I was looking for is honesty. So that is what I'm going to give total marks to. And great to connect with you guys. And I'm sure they are all the 5 should not take it personally. Please tell them, personally, that this is just for fun and this should not be taken personally. I hate anybody feeling very personal about any kind of judgments in competitions. It's very heartbreaking. So please be nice to them.
I think all our contestants are extremely compassionate. I don't think there's anyone who would take it in a negative way here. But yes, I completely agree with you there. So now that we're done with round 3 of Mr. and Ms. Sattva, we'll be coming up with the results soon. And we're going to take a short break until then. So I'll see you guys soon.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are not live, okay? Okay, we are live.
Welcome back, guys. So we now have our results in hand for Mr. and Miss Sattva 2021. It's the flagship event of Sattva, and I think that I request Mrs. Soumya Tandon to announce the results and tell us more about her experience.
First of all, it was really great connecting with you all and to know, what you all think and, what are your thoughts and what is this generation thinking. So really great knowing them. Unfortunately, I was not there to listen to all the questions of Mr. Sattva, but I just want to tell everybody that, it's just for fun. So please don't take it personally, like I had said earlier. And, I want to just tell you that there are various things in competitions and exams in our lives, which I look back and I used to really fret and, think very seriously about them. And I used to feel very upset if I, did not get good marks or I did not do a particular competition well. And now that I look back, I just feel that it was just not that important how much time I actually gave it and how much importance I gave it in my life. So because every experience and every process is just preparing you for the next step. So this is not to be taken very seriously. Having said that, I have been told that everybody has done very well, and it was a really tough competition even for Mr. Sattva. But with some margin, we have a winner, and that winner is everybody there to listen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Everyone's waiting. So anticipation.
Okay. You can actually put everybody's mic on, and let's see what guesses they have.
I think there'll be some commotion with the admin team.
Okay. So, Mr. Sattva 2021 is Vikas Suthar.
That's great to know.
Congratulations, Vikas.
So unfortunately, we don't have Vikas here with us right now.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
yes. But I'm sure he's listening to us on our live.
Well done.
And yes. So I think we can move on to the Miss Sattva 2021.
So Miss Sattva 2021, I was also there and asking questions to all the 5 lovely girls. Actually, I had a tussle between 2 that I really liked. But of course, there were 2 people, 2 judges. So I want to tell you, all the 5 girls, you were amazing. You gave your unique answers in your own way. And I really liked some of your thoughts. But with little margin, the person who has taken Miss Sattva title for 2021 is Bansari Ambavane.
Well, congratulations, Bansari. If you'd like to unmute yourself for a second, I think you're here with us, right?
Thank you so much, ma'am. This means a lot to me. This was actually I've attended a few personality contests before, but these were 2 years ago. And this is, I'm stepping into this after a long time. So thank you so much for giving me this boost. I really needed it. I'm grateful. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
And I just want to tell you, Bansari, that you don't need a physical height with your work. You can be the tallest. So all the best, and may you shine the tallest. All the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bansari. So I think we've had a very eventful competition here, and it was difficult for, I think, all the judges through all the rounds to decide who to let go for the next round. And I'd like to thank Mr. Soumya Tandon for being here with us, and even Mr. Himanshu. It's a huge honor. It's a great honor to have you here with us, and with this, I think we end Mr. and Miss Sattva 2021. Thank you so much for attending episode.
Thank you, Viveka. Thank you, Sumit. Well done. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye.